Aloha everyone, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's Beauty Blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this special video. I'm going to keep this introduction short and quick because the main focus of this video is our demonstration today, because I've been keeping a secret from you for almost 2 months now. And what that secret is I picked up a new microcurrent device. So I picked up the Jane Mann Lift Professional microcurrent device. There's a couple reasons why I picked this up. One, I was looking for a professional microcurrent device that would offer professional results for my clients without a hefty price tag. Also, a unit that is mobile. And another reason why I picked this up is because I've gotten so many of you reaching out to me about this particular unit, which I didn't think was still available. However, they are still available and Jane is having them made for retail, and they're not just available for professional use. I will say that I think that this Jane Mann Lift Professional microcurrent unit is for those who are advanced in microcurrent and also the skin professional. So if you've been using microcurrent at home for a while and you're looking for an advanced unit, this is your unit. Now, as you guys know, I am a huge fan of Jane Mann, and I'm also a huge fan of Neurotris devices because now I have 3. So Neurotris does make the Jane Mann Lift Professional microcurrent for Jane Mann. However, her programs are different than these, and each of these devices are special and unique in their own way. They're not the same. The only 2 that I would say is similar because they have the same program is the special edition lift unit and the Pico Toner version 2, because these both have Neurotrices. It's P1 in here and it's P2 in this one. It has their lift and tone program, and that's for lifting and toning the muscles. So for these, they are similar in that sense, but the Pico Toner has P2, which is dedicated to working in the skin for collagen and elastin. And then the special edition Neurotris and Jane Mann Lift unit has a P1 program in here, which is specifically for the connective tissue and fascia release, okay? All of these units can be used all over the body, by the way. Now, I know I didn't need this unit, but like I said, I was looking for something that would give me professional results that was small, mobile, since I work on my clients mobily, and also that I didn't have to spend thousands of dollars on. Okay, so you all know how much I love my Pico toners. I just love these. So I'm going to put these away and we're going to focus on this unit. Like I said, I wanted to keep it short and sweet. Now, I will tell you, I found this article that Jane Mann, there was an article online that Jane Mann got interviewed by, I believe it's a Lipgloss and aftershave. And I'm going to read you a couple things, and I'm also going to post this down below for you to read. But they asked Jane Mann some questions about Neurotris. And here's one of the questions. What is unique about Neurotris over other microcurrent? Neurotris uses algorithmic sequencing or dynamic intelligence instead of frequencies. The algorithm creates the consistent flow of current that is able to reach targeted areas in a shorter amount of time. Now, here's another important question that I love that they asked her. Why is Neurotris dynamic intelligence important? And she goes, Neurotris is a cutting-edge microcurrent device that enables the current to navigate the resistance of the skin by utilizing a patented system called dynamic intelligence. Patented means nobody can copy this, okay? Think of dynamic intelligence as a thinking waveform that is able to negotiate impedance by increasing or decreasing the signal integrity where resistance is high or low. This is important because each client comes in with a different set of circumstances. Some may have had prior surgeries, others may have had Gore-Tex implants, others oily skin and dehydrated or restricted fascia. But in any case, a one-size-fits-all microcurrent device does not provide superior results. And I completely agree with that because I've tried so many different microcurrent devices. While the dynamic intelligence is feeding the operator information, it is important that the therapist knows how to read what the impedance numbers are telling them. Neurotris has an excellent training program that provides a successful launching of a new treatment modality, but also offers many other complementary trainings. It is the goal of Neurotris that each practitioner feels confident that they can achieve the results promised to their clients. Now, that last part kind of pertains more to Neurotris's professional units, the ones that like the Pico Wave, those bigger units versus this. They do give you that instant feedback where we don't get that here, okay? Now, let's talk about this unit. So when you get this unit, it is not in fact fancy packaging. It does not have instructions with it. I got mine in this plastic bag with bubble wrap with 2 Pico cords, and they both have the glove snaps. Now, when I picked this up a couple months ago, there was 2 options for this unit, and it was either just the unit by itself for $575, or you get the unit, the patented conductive gloves, and a Jane Mann Lift and massage disc. Okay, I'll explain those massage discs in a moment. So I didn't want to pay $700 because I already have 2 lifts, I already have a pair of the gloves, and I don't have the massage disc. So I just picked up the unit for $575. Since then, like a week later, they lowered the price of this. So now you can get the lift unit with the massage disc. Now what the massage discs are for is for you to conduct into your client for fascia contour massage. If you've taken any of Jane's massage classes or fascia contour massage, that's one of the reasons why she created this unit, to make it strong enough so you can massage and conduct it into your clients to help with better releasing those fascia adhesions with your fingers. So that unit with the massage disc is $500. Then the next model is the lift unit with the conductive gloves for $550. And then they have the whole package, which is $700. You get the unit, a Jane Mann Lift, the massage disc, and the conductive gloves. Now, I want you to point out, because this unit is going to go for $500, and then the lift unit is $390 on its own. So you get this for a discount. So if you're thinking about picking this up, you want a second lift, I would go with the $700, and just take into consideration that I live in California. Jane's place of business is in Las Vegas. So I had no tax and I have got free shipping. So when I picked this up, it was $575 even, just so you guys know. And it just came packaged in here in just a box, nothing fancy. So you will not get instructions with this, but however, I'm going to put something down below in the description box. That is the instructions, or goes over this unit. It tells you about what each program is. We have P1 and P2, and the different levels per skin density impedances that you might want to test out with your intensity levels on here. And then there's also a couple of videos. Now, I'm also going to put down below in the description box one of Jane Mann's Microcurrent Monday videos where she's actually using this unit. It is a very good video. It is so detailed. You will learn so much as you do in all of Jane Mann's videos, because she always drops knowledge bombs in every video that she does. But I would highly suggest that you watch it. It will go into more detail about this unit. So this unit, you have 2 programs that are 60 minutes long. On the Pico Toner, both programs are 30 minutes, and you have your P1 Lift and Tone on the Pico Toner and the Special Edition, 30 minutes, but those have 2 signals. Those have, the first 10 minutes is signal 1, The second 10 minutes is signal 2, and then the last 10 minutes is signal 1. And you're supposed to be dividing your treatment up with your lift and tone between those segments. So you do 5 minutes on this side, 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 5 minutes on this side. Okay, so that would be a total of 15 minutes on each side, but you have to do 5 minutes on each side. You can't do if you do like 10 minutes on this side, you're going to still stay on signal 1 in this one. And then when you go over to this side, it'll be in signal 2. So I hope that that makes sense. Or you could just do 30 minutes of lifting on this side and then 30 minutes of lifting on this side. Now, on the special edition, the P1, the Connective Tissue and Fascia Release Program, that one is 60 minutes. Both programs on here are 60 minutes. You have program 1, which is it works with the skin for that collagen and elastin production, and it also works in the connective tissue. Then you have program P2, which is your lifting and toning program, and is also a great program to use for lymphatic drainage. Now, with these programs, you have 4 signals that run every 6 minutes, okay? And the beauty about this is you don't have to start and stop. That's why she created this unit, because it is a professional microcurrent unit for those of us who are professionals to use in the treatment room, so we don't have to worry about stopping and starting like we do with the Pico toner, okay? And believe me, I just really love this. This is such a gem. So I have been testing this out, and I've only been using it once a week because after I use this, I do a long treatment once a week. I don't need to perform a microcurrent during the week after using this. And that's typically how professional microcurrent treatments work, because professionals have a strong microcurrent unit device, a professional device. And that's why we set up weekly treatments, and you come in to see us once a week and we perform this treatment based on your skin and how it's going. And I just started using this on my clients after I've been testing it out, and I just got 2 clients who booked 10 treatments with me every week after using this. They're clients that don't perform microcurrent at home. They just don't have a lot of time, and they'd rather come to me once a week and have me perform it and work on their skin. So lovely, right? So my clients are loving this. It is a beautiful treatment. I really love this device. So if you guys have been looking at this, if you're a Neurotris fan, if you're a Jane Mann fan, I would highly recommend it. If you're a esthetician just starting out, or you don't want to invest too much money in a professional unit, I would definitely recommend checking this out. It is fabulous, and it has become my new favorite microcurrent device, especially for my clients. Now, I know what you're going to say, which I've gotten questions about already, is that, well, that sucks. I picked up the Pico toner. So with this unit, for me, it's strong, and I can't use it no more than once a week. And for my problem areas, what I have been doing, like I have problem areas, my problem areas really where I like to focus on is around my eyes and sometimes in my cheek area. So I go in with my Pico toner. I will go in here like 3 days after my treatment, and I'll just do program P2 just to work into my skin, because I love P2 in the Pico toner. It's so unique. There's nothing like it. It just really makes your skin look so gorgeous. I also use my Pico toner with the Infinity probes here for product penetration, which I've demonstrated. I use that every morning. And then I'll go in with my Pico toner and I'll work on my eyes, or if I want to go in and release some fascia tension and do massage, I'll go in with my special edition and I'll just do lift and tone with my eyes on that, or work on my cheeks in here. So you just have to, I can't tell you if this is right for you or not. I can just tell you that I love it. I love all 3 of my Neurotris devices. They're all favorites, and I wouldn't give up any of them, and I use all of them. Like sometimes, like if I have a client that is, you know, has a lot of fascia tension, I'll go in with the P1 on this unit, because this one, in my opinion, is stronger than the Jane Mann Lift unit for working in the connective tissue. And you got to remember that this came out after this, okay? Just so you know. But anyways, so that is the Jane Mann Lift unit. So now I have a treatment for you today using this. I got to keep my Pico toner out because I'm using that for product penetration. So you're going to go into this treatment right now that I did today. And then I will come back soon again for another treatment, which is my favorite treatment from this device. And I do use 2 Jane Mann lifts in this video for the second half of the treatment. And then when I come back for my other treatment with this unit, I will be using 2 lifts because we will be working on doing a lot of holds. And to make the video shorter and to make my time sitting here for the treatment shorter, I love to use 2 lifts. I use 2 lifts in my treatment room and it is awesome. You know, the lift it takes the thinking out of microcurrent, and it's so nice for us professionals to perform microcurrent because we're not sitting there with 2 probes. So that takes the thinking out. It takes the frustration out of performing microcurrent, and it takes, you know, less time to perform your treatments. This is the best microcurrent attachment that was ever created. I highly recommend, if you have a microcurrent device that allows attachments, to pick this up because it is simply the best. Simply the best. I can't sing. So you guys are going to go into this treatment. I hope that you enjoy it, and I will be back for another treatment very, very soon. I'm sending you all so much love and light, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye. Aloha, everyone, and welcome to this demo of the Jane Mann Lift Professional Microcurrent Unit device. So I have a special event that I have to go to this evening, and I'm going to do what I like to say, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm not going to do like a separate masking or anything like that. My main focus is going to be my microcurrent treatment with this device. Now, I'm going to prep my skin with some products before we get into this treatment. I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to be using. I did perform my fascia release with my Jane Mann Anma. Before this, I did Adipo first thing this morning, and then I wiped Adipo off and I put on some emu oil. And then I did my Jane Mann Anma all over my face, my neck, my chest, the back of my neck, my traps, and in my scalp. After I do this, I'm actually going to perform block therapy. I hurt my neck and I'm having such a hard time moving my neck from side to side. This week at work, we got some new furniture. We're redoing our office and our new furniture came in, and so we've been doing all kinds of rearranging, and I think I hurt my neck that way. So I've been blocking in certain areas, but I haven't really been able to release this tension in my neck yet. So I'm going to be really focusing on my block therapy with some 60 and 90-minute classes this week. But however, I want to get this treatment out of the way because normally I would love to perform those classes before I perform my microcurrent treatment. But I did perform my belly position, and then I worked right underneath my belly position, like in my like pelvic area. So okay, so we're gonna prep my skin. So I cleansed my skin with the Neogenesis Cleanser. I have this, I have to use it up. And now I am ready to perform or put on my Victoria DM Pepties. So the Pepties I'm going to use is going to be, one is going to be Lift. So we're going to apply this on my skin. So normally, sometimes I do put on, these before my microcurrent unit treatment, just depending on what I have going on. Since I have a special event and I don't have time to do a separate facial, I'm putting these Pepties on to be penetrated underneath my microcurrent gel, because microcurrent is excellent at product penetration, and I want to give myself sort of like a mini facial at the same time. I've had such a crazy busy week this week. I worked Monday through Friday and I had long days all week, like 9 to 10 hours, except for yesterday. I worked 8 hours and I am beat this week. I had a work event on Tuesday, so I went into work at 7 and I didn't get home from our work event until about 8:30 at night, and then I had to be at work the next day at 7 in the morning. So you can imagine I've had just one crazy week this week, and I really haven't had much time to really do much of anything. So like my diet's been really off this week because I didn't have time to prep my meals properly, because we had a full weekend last weekend with birthday parties and everything. So I'm going in next with Pepti Elastin. And I'm applying these everywhere. And I'm going to use one professional or two professional only products here that you cannot get unless you follow along with Joella Milan Skincare. And that is the Victoria Deanne Hyaluronic Peptide Serum packets. I'm going to be applying medium and low to my skin. So now you could just put Lift on, but I'm always working on my collagen and elastin. And I've been having some things come up with my skin this week. Like I've been kind of breaking out, like over here on the corner of my mouth. This little breakout that I had on actually wasn't a breakout. It was a bug bite, like a spider bite. It's going away. Like I'm not picking at it or anything like that. I'm just letting it heal on its own. And it's slowly going away. There's just a little tiny bump now compared to what it used to be. It was huge, and it's taking a couple weeks for it to go away. But yeah, so this week my skincare, I've just been coming home, double cleansing my skin, putting on my products, and I haven't really used any devices. I've been using my Pico toner for product penetration every day in the morning. I've used my Skin Buddy 3 times this week to cleanse my skin. And then I've used my red light therapy only once this week. So now I'm going to go in with Pepti Pro-Col. And then my last Pepti I'm going to apply is going to be Pepti Repair, because I did shave my skin the other night, and Pepti Repair is just always a favorite Pepti for me to apply when I'm doing any kind of treatments on my skin. I love using it under microcurrent. I love using it when I do any kind of treatment that I want my skin to just look fabulous. Or like when I feel like my skin is stressed or my barrier is compromised. And I just think like with this week, with such a busy week, my skin has just been feeling a little bit sensitive, and because my diet hasn't been that great, like I had a lot of spicy food this week and I did get a rosacea flare up over here from that. So one of the triggers for me for my rosacea is spicy food. And yeah, it really triggered my rosacea this week. So I've been trying to take it easy with my skin. I did shave my face on Thursday. Normally I would do it on Wednesday, but my skin wasn't having it. So I'm gonna go in with Pepti Repair now. And just remember, when you apply these, you have to wait 1 to 2 minutes before your application. And I could tell that this week too, like because I haven't gotten much rest, my under eyes have been looking so dry. And I've performed Adipo only twice this week, actually 3 times this week, the last 3 days, because a couple days I was getting up too late in the morning to perform it. Like I slept through my alarm. So I've been taking this supplement. I started it about like 2 weeks ago. It's called Fatty 15. And I've been really, really enjoying it so far. I'll post a picture of it up here. But it's been really helping me get really good sleep. Like, I don't want to get up when my alarm goes off. Normally I just jump right out of bed or I'm already awake. I'm not waking up every hour like what I was before I started taking that. And my sleep quality has definitely improved. So I'm so happy about that. But I haven't noticed any of the other effects yet, like with my skin or like with my metabolism. I do notice that I'm not as hungry as what I was before, and I'm not snacking throughout the day. But definitely a great supplement so far. I'm pretty impressed with it. It's very pricey, but I've been liking it. Maybe in the next week or so, I'll start to see some things go on with my skin, but it usually takes about 3 months before you see that with any supplement. So I'm gonna go in with the Victoria Deanne Hyaluronic Peptide Serum in the low. So this is a low molecular weight serum that helps rebuild your natural hyaluronic acid levels in your skin and helps with skin issues. This is pretty awesome stuff. It's not like the hyaluronic acid that Yvonne has been talking about from Adipo. This actually works, and it doesn't, I haven't noticed these interfering with my results with Adipo or taking away from like bloating my fat cells and making my skin look terrible. These have improved my skin so much. So these are formulated in molecular weights. I forgot the weights of this one, but I've talked about it in another video. But so low works, helps with those of you who have rosacea, mature skin, sun damage, fine lines and wrinkles, acne, compromised skin. And then after low, I'm going to put on medium, and medium works in your dermal epidermal junction. And this one is definitely for like sun damage, aging, wound healing, compromised barrier, but they all build on each other. And I love to layer low and medium and penetrate these ones into the skin. And then they have a high one, which high is more like a soothing and calming and repairing one. And that one's really great to use after any treatment that leaves your barrier feeling compromised, aggressive treatments, peels, any kind of like microneedling. These are great to use for microneedling. Low and medium can be penetrated into the skin with microneedling. So, and if you are going to use these with microneedling, I would suggest using low for your microneedling session, and then after your microneedling session, you would apply medium. But they are a professional only product. They're for us estheticians to use in the treatment room, and they are phenomenal. I'm so in love with these. Okay, so now that we have medium applied all over, now we're gonna go in with the 2 lifts for the main part of this treatment. But for the first part, I'm going to use 1 Anma lift probe, and then when we get into the main treatment, I'm going to do 2. Now, we are going to start out with P1 on this unit. So P1, there's 4 signals that run every 6 minutes. So let me just make sure I get that right. Okay. So 4 cycles that run approximately 6 minutes, and it repeats for 1 hour. And it's the same thing with P2. So program 1 is going to be working in your skin and your connective tissue for, cellular protein synthesis, hydration of the tissues, and then also relieving that tension within the connective tissue. So talk about fascia. Then your program 2 is great for lymphatic drainage and lifting and toning. Program 1 also helps with light wrinkles, and I will say it does really help with my deeper wrinkles because they look less apparent. So now I've been using this once a week for almost 2 months now, and I absolutely love it. So this is a pretty strong unit. I would say it's definitely for the advanced microcurrent user or skin professional. Now I've been using this one on my clients instead of my Pico toner, because this one I feel definitely is more of a professional unit versus the Pico toner was created for home use, okay? This you can use all over your body as well. Now the Pico toner, the special edition Neogenesis and Jane Mann Lift unit, and this one, they're all different and they're all unique in their own special way. Neogenesis Pico toner is something that I would recommend for those who perform microcurrent at home, but for someone who's been performing microcurrent for years at home, I would recommend this because, like I said, it's for the advanced microcurrent user. And I would say, like, you know, these units are all pretty much for the advanced microcurrent user who doesn't mind using attachments like the lift probe, the infinity probes, and any of the other attachments. This is not someone who wants, you know, something just quick and simple, although you can do a quick and simple treatment with this. You could do a 5-minute treatment, you can do a 2-minute treatment just focusing on areas, but it does require you to use attachments versus handhelds. However, these units will give you far superior, more results than any at-home unit that you buy on the market that is just a handheld, like the Zip, the MyoLifts, the New Faces, the 4AOs, okay? All right, so we're gonna go in with my gel, and I'm trying to use up this Promoter Collagen Gel. So this does have ingredients in it. It has the PLLA in it. It has azulene. You have growth factors in here. So this has a really good slip to it, and it holds the slip. For this treatment, you want a gel that's going to be slippery because we're going to be doing a long treatment. However, you can use any conductive gel you'd like. The Zip gels would be really good for this treatment too, like the silver gel. But however, like I said, I'm trying to use this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of this into my bowl. And we use quite a bit of this. I think I use more of this gel than I actually do with the Zip gel. But this does hold its slip sometimes, just depending on my skin. If it's a little bit dehydrated, I do have to have a mist nearby. So I've been using the Joella Capture Youth Water. The Lemieux Isocell Recovery Solution is great. You can have Fiji water in a spray bottle and use it. Also, what else is great is to keep a bowl nearby, and you can dip your Anma lift probes in the water and place them on the skin if you don't want to use any of this other stuff and you just want something simple and cheap. So I'm going to just go ahead and give my skin a mist of this Joella Capture Youth Water before I apply the gel. So this has a bunch of minerals in it, and also it has precious metals in it as well. So now we're going to go in with my gel, get it on my brush, and I'm just going to go to town and just apply this gel everywhere. So I first wasn't going to work in my chest because when I work in my chest, it's going to make for such a long treatment. But however, we are using a device that is made by Neogenesis, and it's medically cleared to use all over the body. So any device that I could use to treat my chest and all over my neck, I'm going to do it. I don't want to skip out just to make a video. I'm going to show you how I love to use this unit and how you can benefit from it. All right. So I need more gel. I probably applied too much, but that's okay. I won't have to reapply it. So when I use this unit, I don't usually perform microcurrent during the week. I feel like my results are great. And but however, sometimes I do like to, especially on problem areas like my eyes. I love to treat my eyes, or I just love to go in with the Pico toner on P2 because I love P2 in the Pico toner. It is so healing and it just really makes your skin look so beautiful. And then sometimes I'll go in with the special edition Neurotris and Jane Mann unit and just specifically do a fascia massage with that P1. So what's nice about this unit, and why I say it's geared towards the more advanced microcurrent user and the skin professional, is that each of these programs run for 60 minutes and you don't have to worry about starting and stopping your treatment. So with the Pico toner, both of those programs are 30 minutes. And with P1, Lift and Tone, and that's P2 in the special edition unit, that program has 2 signals. For the first 10 minutes, it's signal 1. The second 10 minutes, it's signal 2. And then the last 10 minutes, it's signal 1. So you could either do 30 minutes on one side and then do 30 minutes on the other side, or you could break up the treatment. 5 minutes on 5 minutes on this side, 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 5 minutes on that side, okay? So if you don't want to have to worry about that when you're lifting and toning, especially in a professional treatment, this is your unit. If you don't want to spend a lot of money on a professional microcurrent device, but you're looking for something that will give you professional results, this is your unit. This is great if you're just starting out in your practice with microcurrent and you don't want to invest because maybe you don't have like a large clientele to invest like $7,000+ in a professional unit. This is great if you are a mobile esthetician like I am and you can't be lugging around all these big pieces of equipment. So this is the perfect unit for me. And I've been using this on my clients and they have been loving it. And I had 2 clients actually book 10 treatments with me once a week, which I will be doing one of those treatments tomorrow and then one on Monday. So every week for the next 10 weeks, I have 2 facials booked for this unit. That's how much my clients love it. And these are clients that don't have a lot of time to perform treatments on their own, and they'd rather just me do their microcurrent. And I'm happy to do it because I love performing microcurrent on my clients. And I'm going to show you exactly what I love to do with my skin. And then you can just take this treatment however you want. I'm going to list a couple of articles down below. I'm going to list the video on this unit that Jane is using in a full demonstration, which it's a lovely treatment as well. And she'll explain exactly what this unit is. All right, so I'm going to go into that P1 program, which is working in the skin for that collagen and elastin. Also helps with light wrinkles and the connective tissue. So this unit is stronger than the Pico toner. It was created for Jane. Jane got together with Neurotris to create this unit for something stronger to where she can conduct into her clients for fascia massage. Because as you guys know, Jane does teach fascia contour massage. So I'm going to start out with the intensity of 20 because this is a pretty strong unit. And I don't use as high of an intensity as I would with my Pico toner. Also, my skin impedance is different from yours, so you will have a different intensity than I will. And with this unit, I will put down a link down below where Jane has like everything listed about this unit, because this unit does not come with instructions, but you can see the different intensities that she recommends per your skin impedance, which would be oily skin, thick skin, thin skin, dehydrated skin. All those things are skin impedances, okay? All right, so I'm gonna just start off with doing some movements just to create some circulation. Now, I did already perform my Anma treatment, but I'm just taking this and getting that microcurrent in there to help hydrate my tissues more so. Whoops. and I need to drink some water. So I'm just gonna come in here and do this. And when we apply 2 lifts for our main treatment, we have to take into consideration is we have to bump up that intensity because it is going to be dividing that intensity between 2 lifts. So I like to take my thumbs and then just come up underneath here on my collarbones all the way around, even above, and work in here. This is so nice, guys. I get a lot of adhesions in here because my posture still sucks. I wish I could just have a month off paid and I can perform block therapy for 90 minutes every day. Okay, so as you guys notice, I did apply conductive gel to the back of my neck and my traps, and I am actually going to bump up this intensity. I'm going to bump it up to 30% because these are larger muscles, and I really want to get in there and release some tension in here because, like I said, my neck is bothering me. And normally I would like to go in here with the special unit, the special edition unit on that P1 fascia release program. That is so amazing if you have tension anywhere. I highly recommend that unit to use on your body. Oh, this feels so good. This is pretty good too for fascia release, but I do find that that special edition unit is definitely stronger. Yeah, I think I need to do another round of the block therapy, all things shoulders. And I also need to do the back program and the neck and head to help release all this tension that I have in my neck. I think it would really, really help. I also need to get a new pillow. Oops, my hair is getting caught in this. Okay, so I'm just gonna come over here, work in this trap. Okay, and then I'm just gonna lightly just go up on my neck, release some more tension. So when I use microcurrent, I do not use lifting mode on my neck because my neck carries a lot of tension, and any place where you carry like a lot of tension, like your neck and your forehead, it creates more tension when you lift it, okay? So you won't get as good of results and you'll start to see more sagging in the skin because we want to lengthen that muscle in these areas versus creating more tension by shortening the muscle. So like right in here, I get so much tension. I think maybe I just need to go on a month-long block therapy retreat somewhere. Wake up every day and perform block classes, have a healthy diet, get rest, and be away from life's everyday stresses. That would be amazing. Oh, it's so sore in here. Okay, I'll just come up under here. Then I'm going to take these 4 and I'm just going to come across my jaw like this. Okay, and then I can just take these, kind of briefly run them across my face. You can go up and down like this vertically too. I love to take it right in front of my ear. I'm just going to take my thumbs kind of and the fingers, the first row of fingers, come across my cheeks like this. This still feels pretty good at 30%, so it's not bad. I'm just going to keep it there. Now I do get some tension right in here. And then I'm just going to take these, run it across my eyes like this. Now you can take your finger or your fingers and just come across your forehead like this. You can take your thumbs and do it. I like to take the thumbs and get right in here along my hairline to get a lot of adhesions in there. And we'll just come over here, work this side. I'm trying not to be so dominant with my right hand and incorporate my left hand a little bit more. And sometimes I have to turn my head like this because it's so awkward. You know what? I forgot to do the side over here. Oh, I'm going to do another treatment for that. I'll show you. So the side, I'll just take my thumbs and run across it. Oh, right in here. I feel all that stuff going on. So it's raining here today. We've had some weird weather. It's been warm all this week, like 75. And then today it's like 50 degrees and it's raining. And actually I'm actually okay with it raining because the allergies have been so bad that the rain is going to clear out the allergies. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my fingers and what I have been doing with this unit since my little connectors to the lift. I have the metal ball connectors on mine so I can use them in my treatment too. But what I really like to do is, since we're on this P1 program and this works on light wrinkles, I like to take the balls and work in those areas where I have all those lines and deep wrinkles, and it just plumps them up so nicely and really releases that wrinkle so beautifully. So we're gonna do that. So for this, you have to have negative over positive. And I just like to come over here and, you know, kind of work on my lip, just doing some light feathering strokes. I mean, you can even stretch it out, but I prefer to do these light feathering strokes. So those wrinkles, you know, especially the dynamic wrinkles, they start in the fascia and the connective tissue. So this P1 program works in that connective tissue to release that tension. So here, I'll just feather right in here. I have bone loss and scarring on this side. So this side is my worst side. I have more sagging here, more of a marionette line forming, and I also have a bunch of fine lines right here in this area because of scarring from an accident that I had. And then I did like slice off part of my lip one time from using one of those tinkle razors. So all that came back from like fine lines and wrinkles, and it has greatly improved since I have been using Victoria Deanne Peptis and their skincare. And then also I've noticed an improvement too with Adipo and using this unit on my skin. So I like to come over here because I have my smile lines, and then I have a line that's forming here from looking down when I sleep, when I'm looking down on my phone. And I'll even come over here on my chin with these too to help release additional tension. Okay, and I do like to actually take it on my lips too. And you could take these inside too and work inside your mouth as well. You can do that with the infinity probes too. Okay, next I'm just gonna work around my eyes. Just kind of do these feathering strokes. I'll do this on the P1 program too. Or I'm sorry, the P2 on this unit. Working around those crow's feet. I'll take it up here, work on my eyelid skin, and I will work on right here in my crease. And with this, I do kind of take it a little bit on my movable lid. You just want to make sure that your intensity isn't that high, okay? Then I love to take it here on the sides of my nose and work in here if you have bunny lines or if you have any tension in here. I'm actually starting to feel my sinuses drain. So this is doing good stuff. And then I get this line right here, which is like barely visible anymore. And I'll work it in here. And then I love to come in here and just work in between my brows on those 11s. Oh, a lot of tension still up in there. I really need to get in and be more consistent with working my fascia on my face. Like I think I just need to do a part of my face with the block therapy face paddle like every week. Just to release all this tension. Along with my other block therapy programs. Because I have so much stress. And you know what the main cause of my stress is it's just work. It's work. Oh my gosh. I really, work just really stresses me out. I know I'm not alone on that. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, I have a wet cloth right here. I'm just gonna wipe these off, okay? And then I'm just gonna take the lift and kind of go here on my chest in these circles. And kind of work any kind of lines that I have here. I like to take the thumbs and just go here in between. And I like to really focus it here in the center because that's where I get a lot of lines. And then I'll come up under around my collarbones with those thumbs again. And go on top of the skin here. And then I'll come over here on my neck. Now, since I'm spending a good amount of time here on this P1 program with just doing all these movements, I don't have to really go in and do the holds. I might save that for another treatment so that we can make this a little bit shorter of a video. And I'll just do 2 different treatments with this unit. So this, and when you go in the circles like this, it helps with like lines that you have on the neck. And I do feel, I'm just gonna go up and down here a little bit because I just have so much tension right in here. Okay, and then what I can do is I can go down, up, and hold. And I'll hold it for 30 seconds. Actually, I'll just hold it for 15. Down, up, hold. Down, up, hold right underneath here. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do some holds on areas where I know that I have a lot of fascia adhesions, just to really help hydrate these tissues so we can get a really good lift. And then this way, this will give you something to look forward to for another treatment with using this unit, so you can see if it's right for you. I feel like I do have like a really big adhesion over here because my ear feels funny and my hearing kind of feels a little funny. And usually when that happens, it means I have an adhesion there in that area that's blocking the fluid from getting out. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do the same thing back here. Come up here and hold. Okay. You can do this, you can repeat this, you can do it just once, or you can repeat it each time. You can do 3 times if you want. Okay. So, I'll hold here in this buccinator position for a few seconds. Tip forward, hold here for about 15 seconds. Okay, gonna kind of come up like this, and then kind of hold here for a few seconds. Kind of tip it forward a bit, and then I'm gonna tip it back. Okay, and then I'm gonna hold here, on my eye a little bit, just a few seconds. Okay, and then tip it back. Okay, Then I'm gonna come over here. I just kind of like to go up and down and then hold here. This is just really gonna help with our lift because we're pulling all that hydration and nutrients into those tissues, stimulating that cellular energy. So we'll get a really nice lift to where we don't have to do a lot of work for our lift. We can just do these holds and we're just gonna get such an amazing lift. Okay, I like to go up and down and then hold. And I'm not worried about flushing out my skin yet. That's going to be the very last thing that we're going to do to complete our treatment on the P2 program on this unit. Okay. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I already have my other lift unit here hooked up to my Pico Toner accessory cable, and I'm going to connect it to the other side. So now we have two, and I'm going to turn this, press the power button once and then press it again twice to get to P2. And I'm going to start off with 70%. Now this is going to be divided between these probes, so you're getting 35% on each. And then when we come to the eyes, I'm going to reduce that, okay? So I'm just going to hold, and we're gonna hold each position for a minute. So I'm just gonna focus on the back half of my jaw here. Sometimes I like to come up and then go like this, and I'm gonna hold this, lift and hold, for 1 minute. You can do 1 minute, you can do 90 seconds, but we're just gonna do 1 minute. And then I'm going to tip the probe forward, and we're gonna work on the other part of the jaw and the chin using the thumbs and the first row of fingers. Okay, now we're gonna tip them forward and just work this area. I wonder if you guys can hear the rain. Misha's next to me, but she's not so snoring today. Okay, so next we're going to move up and hold right here. And then after 1 minute, we're going to tip the probes forward and use the thumbs and the first row finger to work in this area that you don't see where we're hitting, and then we're going to use it to work the lips too. So I did take a before video, I'll take an after video. Tip forward, first row fingers and the thumbs, just like this. But you guys have to take in consideration, I'm not a professional photographer. Sometimes I try to keep the same lighting and stuff, and sometimes my camera focus just is not there. So, but I think you'll get the general idea of the change that you'll see in my skin. Now, when I work my cheeks, what I like to do is take them, come up here, lift, and then hold. And I'm mainly focusing on that back half of the cheek. So we're going to hold this for 1 minute, and then we're going to work the front half of the cheek. Are you guys ready for summer? I'm ready for summer. I'm just not ready for the hot weather. I don't like super, super hot weather. I'm good at like 75 to 80. That's like my ideal temperature. Anything over that is just way too hot for me. But we'll see what happens this summer, as the weather's been really strange these days. I have an itch on my nose and I need to itch it. So after we're almost done here, I'm gonna itch my nose and then we'll do the front half. So, and then what I like to do is I'll come up again, just like this, and lift and hold for the front half of the cheek. This kind of helps pick up your jowls and your jawline a bit more. And this is really gonna plump up those muscles in your cheeks so they look nice and juicy and sculpted. So it's not just about lifting and toning, but it's also plumping that muscle. So, and that's what makes Neogenesis dynamic microcurrent so special, is that it's not just focused on lifting and toning, but it's also about hydrating and bringing those tissues nutrients, so you get that plumping of the muscle as well, which helps you achieve a better lift and tone of the face. Okay, so now we have to turn down the intensity of this, and I'm going to turn it down to 60%, which will divide it between 30% between the both of these. And I'm going to take the thumbs and the first row of fingers, and I'm just going to place those over my eyes, starting at the beginning of my brow. And you have one kind of like right there in the center of the brow. And we're going to hold here for 1 minute. Now on my left eye over here, which I think is probably going to be your right, I do feel like a little tapping, and that's just because we're over a nerve, but there is no muscle twitching. And a lot of people get muscle twitching confused with going over a nerve. When you actually see that muscle jerking, that is muscle twitching. But if you feel like a tapping or a shaking, that's just because you're right over a nerve. However, if it is uncomfortable for you, then you definitely want to lower that intensity. And each side of the face is different, so you will feel the current different on each side of the face. Okay, now we're going to tip back. And you have fingers on the end of your brows and into your temples. And we're just going to hold here for 1 minute. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to, we'll do our forehead, and then I'm going to do some extra work on my eyes because I have hooded eyes, and that's always an area where I like to pay special attention to. And then we're going to flush everything out, and then we'll be done with our treatment. So, and like I said, I'll come back for another treatment where we just do holds on P1, and that's going to be the cross hatching holds, and then we'll do some more lifting right after that. But since I spent a good amount of time in P1, just, working mainly in my fascia, I didn't do the holds today. Okay, so now I'm going to take 1 unit, and I'm just going to place 1 row of fingers right here on my hairline and 1 inside my hair. And I'm going to lift and hold for 30 seconds. And I will actually turn this down to, let me turn it down. I just accidentally turned it off. I always do that. So P2, and then I'm going to actually turn it to 25% here. So it feels a bit strong. And I'm just going to use 1 probe and disconnect my other one. So I don't do any special lifting movements in my forehead. I saw Jane do this movement and I just love it. And ever since then, this is what I do for like my forehead, for giving it somewhat of a lift, but not creating a lot of tension. Okay, so 30 seconds, and then we're going to come here in the center. Same thing. This also is really great to get in your hairline, stimulating the tissues in that area to help, like if you have a hair loss, thinning hair, just stimulating the tissue. I really like to use the P1 program on this unit. I love to use P1 on the special edition and work it in my scalp by doing holds with the Jane Mann on the Lift probe. That works out so wonderfully. Now we're going to do our last hold in the forehead. So I'm just going to lift and hold. So 1, 2, and then 3. So I have this event that we're going to tonight, and I'm really not up for it. I haven't had any time to just relax this week, and I just really want to relax. like I wanted to like sleep in and just relax this morning, but I couldn't do that because Misha. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn this to 35% and we're gonna work on my eyes. So I'm gonna take the thumbs and I'm going to start right here at the beginning of my brow. I'm gonna lift up and then I'm gonna place that first row of fingers on my forehead. And I'm gonna hold for 8 seconds. And then I'm gonna move to the next position. Okay, then I'm going to come right here and I'm going to lift up and then place the row of fingers on my forehead. Hold for 8 seconds. And then move to the outside here, lift, and then place that row of fingers on my forehead. And we're gonna repeat this 3 times. So lift, by placing that first row of fingers on your forehead, you're gonna get a better lift versus just using the thumbs. And you can hold for 8 to 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, now we're come over here and work this side. Lift and then hold. Okay, move over a little bit, lift, and then hold. Move over a little bit, lift, and hold. Okay, lift, hold. A little bit, lift, and hold. Okay, one last one, and then we're gonna do the flushing. Which I could really use because I feel a lot of that fluid just draining in the back of my throat. Okay, wow, such a great job on lifting. So I'm just going to take the whatever fingers fit on my forehead, which is these first two. Actually, I start from right here. I'm going to do the top, come down here. I'm going to do 3 passes, and I'm just doing a light pressure. Okay, then I'm going to move down to this part of my forehead. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to take the thumbs and I'm going to do 1 above my eye and below it, and then just move this out 3 times. 3. And then I like to take this thumbs and come over my cheekbones. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take the fingers, come starting here on my lips, go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take the thumbs and just trace my jawline 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to take the thumbs, start at the top, come down the side here, down here, where the back of my jaw is, and then take this, flush out 3 times. Okay. Then I'm going to take this, come up underneath my jaw 3 times. 3, flush, 3. Okay, and then you can come down like this. Oops, almost lost it. 1, 2, 3, and then come over here. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And do the same thing over here. Start here. 1, 2, 3. You can do, 3 to 10 passes. I think I did that differently on this side than I did the other. That's okay. You can even turn it, the thumbs, and trace down this way as well. But what I like to do is I like to take this, the whole thing, and then move it down here. And then 1, 2, 3. My face looks so much better compared to what it did. There we go. And that completes our treatment with the Jane Mann Lift Professional Microcurrent device. So I'm going to turn it off, and I am going to leave this on my skin as a mask for a little bit. And then when I get out of the shower, I will take my after picture. Actually, I'll probably wipe off the gel, come back and do my after picture. And then will conclude this video. So I really hope you enjoyed this treatment. And if you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And like I said, I will be back for another treatment very, very soon. Aloha, everyone. So I just got out of the shower and I took a look at my skin. I did my after video. But what I noticed right away with my skin is everything just looks so smooth. My wrinkles are gone. I don't even see my wrinkles, not even my deep wrinkles. I don't even see the indentations. Everything just went up, just like this. My jawline is more defined. My cheekbones are definitely plump and more defined. My eyes are way more lifted, so you look more open and awake. And just everything just looks so beautiful. I have this radiant glow to my skin. I have no skincare on my skin whatsoever. So instead of me doing the after picture before I went into the shower, I forgot. So I did it after I got out of the shower, took my hair out of the towel, put it in a clip. Oh, I can't believe how smooth my forehead looks. OMG, wow. So here's my before and my after. And just keep in mind that, you know, I'm not a professional photographer. I tried to keep the same settings on the camera. The light is definitely the same setting. And then also the adjustment of the camera is the same, so you guys can see. But I just think everything just looks so good compared to the way it did before. Now, if this tension was completely released out of my neck and it wasn't so stiff and sore, everything would look so much better, but this is what we were working with today. Now, I will be filming another video with the full-on treatment again with this unit, so you guys can see it in action again and to see if it is right for you. I love it so much, and so do my clients. And again, I really want to point out with this unit is that I think that it is definitely for the advanced microcurrent user or skin professional who does not mind using attachments for their treatment. And I personally love this unit for a very long treatment. It's very results oriented. I get professional results for a fraction of the price. And if you are just starting out in your skincare practice and don't want to invest thousands of dollars in a microcurrent unit, this is definitely one that you should look into. I got mine for $575. They have lowered the price since to starting at $500. And since I'm in California and Jane is in Las Vegas, I had no tax and it was free shipping. So there you go. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And I will see you in my next video. I'm going to try to pump out some more videos here for you guys. I've been kind of taking a break just because my schedule has just been so insanely busy. I wasn't feeling good, and just some things have been going on that I'm trying to heal myself from. So I will see you in the next one. I hope you all have an amazing day or evening wherever you are. And I'm sending you all so much love and light. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.